Hey guys, my name is Sarah. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much. Please think about hitting the subscribe button down below if you guys enjoy my content. Welcome back to all my other subscribers. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for being here again today. I really do appreciate it. All right, you guys, so in today's video, we are gonna be doing a repot with me, and I am so excited about this plant, okay? This is the plant that I picked out for my anniversary. I told my husband last week that this is a plant, I spotted it, okay? And this is a plant that I wanted for my anniversary, and he said, yes, go back and get it. And I went yesterday and I got it, and even more exciting is that I got a discount on it. So let's just get right into this video. Alright, so I'm normally not one to ask for discounts, especially at nurseries, just because I understand that plants are going to be damaged and it just happens. That's just part of it. But this one was way overwatered. It had a little bit of fungus gnats, and it has some damaged leaves, and I figured why not just ask for a discount. Also, there was like a little sticky note that was left on it that wasn't supposed to be there that said customer return, wife didn't like the plant or something like that. So who knows how long they had it. And on the note it said looks like it's been overwatered, which it has. So I left the note on there and I asked the manager, and she was really nice and she gave me 50% off. So let me show you guys. I'm gonna stop jabbering about it. Let me show you guys this plant and why I'm so excited. He's heavy. He's definitely been overwatered. Okay, so here is my brand new Philodendron Giganteum. Look at this beautiful baby, okay? I guess you guys can understand now why I wanted this in my collection. And original price was $79, and I got it for half price, so I got it for 40 bucks. And you cannot beat it, because I was talking to one of my friends and she told me that she bought two little leaves for like 30 bucks. So I'm so excited to have this big one, but it is so heavy, okay? It's really, really heavy. It's been overwatered, and it's got the little yellow mushrooms growing in it, which those are fine, but it's definitely a sign of overwatering. And it's got some funky leaves and some damaged leaves. So let me go ahead and give you guys a close-up, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into tearing this guy apart. And I wanna show you something else I got hanging up here that's really cute. Let me just show you guys what I got going on this wall right here behind me. Do you guys see this adorable Santa? I thrifted him, of course, for $3, and I'm in love. It's giant and total vintage. I absolutely love it. There's my Sanny. Isn't he so cute? All right, so here is my new plant baby. And honestly, I'm so happy with it. But as you can tell right here, this leaf does have some funky spots on it. It's got these yellow spots. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I think it's from incongruent watering maybe. And there's just some damaged leaves, so that's why she was able to give me a discount on it. Also because it's just not looking too good up by the roots. But yeah, so some of the leaves are damaged, but I'm okay with that. Also, some of them are just completely fine. It is pushing out new growth right there, and as you can tell, these two lighter leaves, those are new as well. So hopefully, you know, repotting it won't freak it out too much. But let me show you guys kind of what the base looks like, because it is funky. Like this branch right here, that one needs to be pulled off. So yeah, that one's done. And here is what the base looks like. As you can tell, it's totally just lopsided, one-sided, and like somebody just chopped a random leaf right here. And the soil does not look that great. Yes, it does look like it has some bark and stuff in it, but it's growing mushrooms and it has been way overwatered. And it's just time for me to repot this guy. I hope he doesn't freak out. But its new growth looks really good. Here's another one of those branches that they just like cut. Honestly, I need to look at how these new leaves are coming out. This is hard to do with one hand. Let me put the camera down. Okay. I'm kind of just dumping some stuff in here, okay? I'm gonna add a little bit of earthworm castings in here. I can't talk. Just a couple little sprinkles. So I'm gonna add some orchid bark. I just added some perlite. Okay. I think I might need a little more potting mix. I'm just using this orchid mix. That's just what I have right now. So there's some perlite, there's some peat moss in here. Yeah, so I'm gonna mix it up. Let's see what that looks like. Here is what my potting soil looks like. That's pretty good. I'm gonna set this aside. And now we're gonna pull out this big baby, see what the roots look like. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of lay him down with the good side facing up. And we're gonna see if I can get this thing out of here. I just am using the lid to this tray. This is probably a 2-person job. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I know I'm blocking y'all, but come on. This thing is stuck. Come on. I can't get it. Can't get it out. Okay, I gotta. Ah. I got her. It is just like a big old compacted sopping. It's so wet. I don't know. I'm worried that when I repot this thing, it's gonna freak out even more. I'm so scared this plant is gonna freak out once I do this. I'm having second thoughts right now. I'm having second thoughts, you guys. But it is like 20 pounds. Like, this thing is just so wet. I don't know. I'm worried. Like, when I did that, my Cebu Blue repot with me, they freaked out and died. Two of them died, you guys. So I only have like one that is like struggling. So yeah, that sucked. So I'm kind of worried about that, because a lot of times, like, if you repot a plant, it'll freak out on you like that. So yeah, I don't really know. I'm just gonna do like, try to get as much as I can off of this, like the topsoil, and I just feel like I'm injuring him more. So what do you guys think? Do you think he's gonna freak out that I just repotted him? But yeah, I just wanted to get some of this soil out of here and get him in some new soil. So do you guys have a gigantium? Tell me some care tips if you guys have one. This is my first one, and I'm really excited to have it in my collection. Alright, I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it. So here's what it looks like. I got a whole tray worth off of it, but I think I'm going to leave it because I'm scared if I rip any more, I'm just going to like rip half of this plant away. So we're just going to set him right here. And then I'm going to go dump all this soil. And then we're going to get the new soil out. Oh, I am a mess. This was way more difficult than I thought it was gonna be, and I'm just kind of worried about this plant that maybe I should have left it, but I don't know. As you guys could tell, it was like completely stopping. So I'm just gonna try my best to repot it and not rip any more of the roots, because I feel like if I like try to get at it anymore, the whole bottom half of the plant is gonna completely fall off, and then it might really be unhappy. So I'm just gonna try to put it back in here the best that we can, and then we're gonna clean up, and I'm gonna wipe all its leaves down and spray it and clean it. I'm not gonna water it right now just because it's so wet still inside. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple days and try to let it get kind of, I don't know, acclimated. So let's just do that. So here is the giant root ball. Let me just see how I can get this in here, if I can get it tilted up in a good way in the middle. How about, can you sugar me? Oh, you.
Love you.
And then I always like to, like, you know, jiggle my plants and shake them to make sure that, like, there actually is soil down in all those weird pockets. I know you guys can't see me. This is a bad angle. My husband was like, why are you filming out here? I'm like, I'm repotting. Trust me, you want me to film out here. What we're gonna do next is I'm gonna clean up all this mess over here, and I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'm gonna go grab my neem oil, and we're gonna spray them down with neem oil, and I'm just gonna wipe each leaf. I'm gonna show you guys kind of how I do that. Honestly, it's really important to wipe down your plant leaves, especially if you're bringing home a new plant. I'm really bad about wiping my plant leaves down just because I'm a lazy ass, but when I bring them home from a place, I make sure just to be sure that there's no pests or anything like that. And this type of leaf will do good with neem oil. Honestly, you want to be careful. Any type of like softer or velvety leaves, do not wipe them down with neem oil, because you guys, they will melt. Like all the edges of the leaves will just melt. Just trust me, I've done it before. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure to get him really nice and clean, and then I gotta find a spot for him inside my house. I do have a cover pot for him, so that's why I just planted him up in the same pot. And honestly, any of the research that I did about this gigantium said that they kind of like to be root bound, so that's why I didn't want to, like, you know, upsize it. But let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any care suggestions for this guy. I definitely don't want to kill him, and hopefully he'll thrive in my care. But let me just go ahead and clean up this mess. It's dark out, it's starting to get cold out here, and I need a jacket. Let's just move on to the next step. So the leaves are really dirty and dusty. I just have this microfiber cloth. I'm gonna wipe them with that, and then this neem oil, and I do just mix up my own neem oil. I just put like a little bit probably filled to that bottom line, then the rest is water and like a little bit of plain Dawn dish soap. So I'm just gonna spray on top like this, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my hand and I'm gonna hold the back of the leaf. It's really important to hold the back of the leaf, and then I'm just gonna wipe it all the way down like that and all its crevices. And I'm gonna take what's now, this is wet, I'm gonna use the back, and I'm just gonna wipe up the back, still supporting the leaf the whole time. You really wanna make sure to support the leaf, because honestly, you guys, it'll break so easy. And then I'm gonna wipe down the whole stem. So we're just gonna repeat that. I'm gonna use a good decent amount. Oh, this one's got a rip in it. I'm gonna be extra careful with him. But yeah, you don't want to use anything like too rough. I feel like the microfiber ones are really good for this, and they're really good for just getting the dust off of it, and you can get them at the dollar store. So, but this looks so pretty now that I've cleaned the leaves. The plant looks even more pretty. So I'm just kind of working my way around and try not to rip it anymore. But yeah, I want to make sure I'm clean, get all the leaves clean. Oh, it's sad because this is like a newer one. Let me see if you guys can see. This is kind of a newer one and it has a rip. So that's sad, but still a beautiful plant, and I'm really excited that I got it for such a great deal. The girl did not have to do that, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely got damage to it, and just because it was already like bought and returned, and it just, the soil was growing stuff. So I just wanted to make sure to like get it all cleaned up and everything. And honestly, I still might keep this, like, I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I need grow lights desperately. I kind of feel like I'm like moving plants around. The problem is it's just so dark in my plant room that like my plants really don't do good in there. The one good thing is that it's so small, so the humidity stays really high in there, and you know, it's perfect for my humidifier, and it just does really good with that. So that is one good thing, because I'll shut the door. But yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I need to make sure to have a light for this one. So, and my big giant begonia is doing horrible. Like, I have to move it tonight. I have to move it because it's just in a spot in my bedroom and it's not getting enough light, which I already knew, especially because like begonias, I have so many of my begonias are struggling right now. I'm hoping that it's just winter, that's what the deal is, but they're not doing good, you guys. They are not doing good. So yeah, I was kind of thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do a begonia. I'm gonna do a begonia collection, and then like all my begonias started just like dying. All right, so I managed to get it done. It is dark outside, and it's starting to get a little chilly, so I'm about to head inside. But keep in mind, you guys, that if you wipe the leaves down with neem oil, they are susceptible to burn. Also, everything that I read about this plant said that they will burn if you put them in direct sunlight anyway. So just think of it kind of like you put baby oil all over your body when you're trying to suntan, and you know, you'll burn more easy. So keep that in mind if you do wipe your plants down with neem oil, that they are more likely to burn if you put them in direct sunlight. So I'm going to keep mind of that. But look at how beautiful and shiny they are. I'm really happy to have this one in my collection, and honestly, it's still kind of leaning to the side, but it looks a lot more symmetrical since I repotted it. So I am glad about that. Now I just got to find a new home for him. I do have a cover pot inside, so he'll look nice and cute. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and doing this repot with me. If you guys like this video and like my content and my channel, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe. Also hit that bell. I'm on a random posting schedule, so if you guys don't want to miss any of my uploads, make sure you have that bell turned on. But I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye. Bum, 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 bum.